welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, for those who doesn't already subscribe for my YouTube channel, kindly click the subscribe button here and hit the notification bell for you to notify when I post a new video. So for today's video, we will talk about the local teachers. So I prepared here 9 questions, and then I will randomly pick one question at a time, and then I will answer it based on my opinion. So without further ado, let's begin. The first question is, reflect on the statement, as a local teacher, act locally but think globally. So a local teacher act locally at the same time think globally. It's somewhat considered as a precious being in his teaching field, because he was able to equip with teaching strategies that will help in imparting knowledge with the students. So he act locally in teaching arena, and he think globally in a way that he still connect the lessons with the global issues of the world. So it seems that he is a teacher that is an open-minded for everything, that he can fit his learning in the locality where he belongs. So as a teacher, he is somewhat unboxing himself in the old system of teaching, or what we so-call the boring teaching, because why try something new strategies that will bloom to the students? Like integrating the use of ICTs in teaching and new activities that will not be boring from the students. Though you're only teaching in province but your thinking is globally or global, students' doubts will be fade and can be replaced with those globally competent mindset that will help them to embrace in the innovative challenges of work and life. For the second question, who is a local teacher? What are the attributes of a local teacher? Global teacher who is competent and armed with enough skills, appropriate attitude, and universal values to teach learners at home or abroad. But it is equipped with both same time and tested as well as modern technologies in education in any time and in any place of the world. So local teachers are someone who thinks and acts both locally and globally with worldwide perspective, but is teaching in the communities, localities, towns, provinces, and regions where he or she is located. So when it comes to their attributes, a local, I will just say the 4 of it. So their attitudes includes innovative and creative, aware of international teaching standards, possess good communication skills, and the last one is a local teacher sees the value of the future. For the third question, do you agree with the survey results that teachers should pay according to student performance? Yes or no? Why or why not? So for me, I am not agree on the teacher's salary. That is not the only basis of the student's performance. So what if the student's performance is poor? So it means that the teacher will not be paid. So though he teach lessons, it isn't good. So teacher salary must based on the allotted time of teaching or the additional compensation as what is being said in the Republic Act of 4670, or what we so call the Magna Carta for public teachers. For the fourth question, teachers in the 21 countries surveyed have positive trust ratings. Do you think Filipino teachers are also trusted? Yes or no? Explain. So for me, Filipino teachers are also trusted in a way that they were dedicated to plant new seedlings of knowledge in the young minds of the students. So there is an assurance that the imparted knowledge will lead them to success in life and create a better future for themselves. So, as we all know, there are many evidences that Filipino teachers are trusted in expanding knowledge. For the fifth question, if given an opportunity to experience teaching in another country listed above, where would you like to teach? So if I have given a chance to experience teaching in another country, I would rather choose to teach in Japan because it is a country by which teachers receive respect and love. Japan's educational system is seen as a model on how to teach or operate schools, because at a very young age, students studies the healthy way of life, like housekeeping and other vocational works. So students in Japan was very disciplined enough and well behaved, especially the youngsters. So for the sixth question, in most European countries, more respondents believe that pupils disrespected teachers than respected them. Is this situation true to the Philippine setting? Yes or no? For me, nowadays, students disrespect their teachers in the classroom setting here in the Philippines as much as the students did before. So for instance, in the family setting, if both parents work, there were no other person who will do their responsibility as a parent to educate and teach them or teach their children the values education. So the tendency, the students didn't lack their communication and didn't have any respect with the oldies or the teachers. Other means are the online platforms. We all know that in online platforms we can see bundle of words, rude words that can easily be adopted by the teenagers, right, for this generation. So next is the education system. Because of the existing law of the teachers, they don't have the right to punish the students if they did something wrong. Because of that, maybe the students were taking advantage of this existing law. So as a return, students gradually disrespect their teachers. For the seventh question, can one be a local teacher without teaching abroad? Yes or no? So for me, it's a yes. A teacher can be considered as a global teacher though he is not teaching abroad, because it was said that a global teacher are the one who are intellectually, professionally, and humanistically prepared about teaching. It is not only about teaching in abroad, but what matters the most is the teacher who has a wider range of knowledge about the global issues outside the country. So he has sets of competencies or standards in teaching that will help to address the global demands and possessing attitudes and values that are acceptable to multicultural communities. So A teacher can be a global teacher if she was able to keep up with the use of learning tools and high technology in teaching, or in short, a teacher who is fully skilled in the integration of ICTs. For the eighth question, what message do these data convey? Two-thirds of the countries judge the professional status of teachers most similar to social workers. With the data presented by the Global Teacher Status Index report, so maybe it conveys the similarities of teaching to social working in a way of educating students. So mainly, maybe these two professions are mostly focused in the social context of the society. They both imparting knowledge and at the same time changing lives of many people, especially the students. So maybe they conclude this because they are both works with an individual to assist them in learning skills that will promote them to support themselves and make the best version of themselves. For the last question, 50% of parents in China would encourage their children to become teachers. Would you do the same to your younger sister or brother? Why or why not? For me, it's a no. Though teaching is a noble profession and the main roots of all professions, so they say that without teachers, there will be no other professions at all. So, for me, I will not encourage them to take this profession or to pursue this education because they have their own free will. They have the right to choose what they want to be. So that's the end of our video today. So I hope you learned something new from our topic today. So see you. Bye.